Let's see what is HTML form and how we are going to use it. First, let me give you the example for that. In most of the web pages, you have seen the feedback form, right? With name, you want to mention the name, email address, as well as the feedback comment. Once you click on the submit, it will save it into the backend application. Like that, we are going to create an HTML form, save this to the backend applications. So this is the example item. We have input type text box, password, checkbox, radio button, and the file type choosing, as well as in the drop down list. We have a lot of options in this. So what is the form? An HTML form is an area of the document that allows user to enter information into the particular fields. A form may be used to collect personal information, opinion in polls, user information, and other kind of information. So how it will works, like the form, once you updated the information into the form, then what is the next action? A form will take input from the site visitor and then will post it to a backend applications such as CGI, ASP script, or PHP script, etc. So once you have entered the information, when you click on the submit, what will happen is it will directly update the values into the backend applications. So my recommendation is just use the ASP script, or else if you are familiar with the PHP script, just go with that. The backend application will perform record processing on the past data based on defined business logic inside the application. So you need to create the ASP, PHP, or else any kind of CGI. You can use any applications, backend applications. This is the application we have used. Let me show you that code first. So this is the code which we have for the form. In order to create the form, you need to use the tag name as form. Just angle bracket, you need to type form, and also like the same, form to form. It should be end with the /form. Within that you can type, you can update any values, such as you can create text box and the password, submit button, drop down, anything you can do that. This is a simple example. In the first name, when you update any values, I'll update HTML. Here you can see. But in the password text box, if you update any values, here also I am going to update the HTML. However, you could not see that because of this is the password text box. So whatever the text you are typing, it's not visible. It's hidden in the backend. So you can see only the bullet. I am typing some values, however you could not see the values. And the next checkbox, sometimes it's required. And the radio button also you can do that. And the file, you can choose any file and save that. Then the option button, the drop downs, you can do lot of drop down values. You can select any values from this particular drop down. And also you can reset. When you click on this reset, what will happen is it will clear all the contents. Here you can see all the updated value has been selected. Clear. Perfect. It's clear all these values from all the items like checkbox, drop downs, any other updated values, everything will get clear like this. So how we can create all these values? For this, input type text, if you want to update only the text box, if you want to do that, for that you need to use input type is equal text. Very simple. Input type is equal text. And for the password, for that you need to use input type is equal password. For the checkbox, input type is equal checkbox. Radio button, radio, input type is equal radio. For the file, while using the open type, file open dialog box, in order to open that, you need to use input type is equal file. And for the reset button, if you mention reset, the word of reset, it will consider as you want to clear all the contents within the form. Either it can be checkbox, radio button, or anything will delete it. And next, option, which is nothing but the drop down values. For that you need to use select tag, open tag, and the end tag. Within that you need to mention option values, option value 1, option value 2, option value 3, option value 4, something like that. You can create multiple options within this select. So it will consider as the drop down select option. Also I have updated this in the PPT, so you can practice with that file. It's all very simple, and you can make in lot of changes like color as well as border and the center. You can do it, and the action method, target, make the changes in the text box, whether it needs to be checked, and the hidden. If you want to do maximum length, like for the particular text box, if you want to limit the characters, you can do that, as well as you can make the changes in the numeric values. If you want to limit that, only the numeric values needs to be updated, you can make the changes. Like for the other kind of text or any other values, you can avoid that, you can do that. And type, size, you can have lot of options. Maximum length, so let me do that. I'll give the maximum length as 5. I'll run this one. So here you can see I am typing more than 5 values, but it's not updating because of I have limit the values maximum length as 5. So you can see only 5 characters in this. I am updating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but it's not keep updating. It's started, stopped with the 5 characters. It's not allow me to update any values after that. Here also in the password also you can update, give the limit like 5 characters or 10 characters. Also you can check like if there is any issues, the password, previous password is matching or not. Like that in the form you can change the values or check the values. I'll paste this in the PowerPoint, just copy this and run this from your end so you can see the result.